Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the moon today. It's transiting Aquarius to Pisces, Monday, June 16th. Calls upon you to use your intellect and intuition to escape the dangers of naivety and gullibility. As the moon, shifting from a fixed air sign to a mutable water sign at midday, forms a T-square aspect pattern with Mars in the final degree of Leo and Uranus in Taurus, a cradle aspect pattern with Chiron in Aries, Mars in Leo, and the Sun in Gemini, conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, and a sesqui-square aspect with Mercury in Cancer. Mars quincunx to Saturn and Neptune in Aries, and the Sun and Jupiter quincunx to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, speak of actions taken based on hidden agendas, possibly greed, and the intent to manipulate or control. So keeping your wits about you while you protect your self-interests or material possessions is wise. The sextile aspect between Mercury in Cancer and Venus in Taurus is benign and friendly on its own. But the nature of an individual and how they choose to use that warm and inclusive aspect may be suspect, as Venus squares Pluto, activating the dark side of desire and possession. It's complicated, and it may be difficult to discern good from bad, or which information to believe, or who to trust, while the planets in the cradle lean toward it's all good, but the Sun and Jupiter squaring Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries raises the question of who really benefits, and at what price. There are no easy answers or ideal solutions today, but it is better to voice concerns and ask questions. Ignorance is not safe, and those in positions of power or authority might be the least trustworthy. So yeah, busy day, and in the overall patterns, nothing is particularly dominating as all good, all bad, supportive, or not. And really, it does come down to being intelligent, which is what the Aquarius energy is about, and tuning in, being intuitive, trusting your instincts, which is what the Pisces energy is about, as the moon makes that shift right around lunchtime from Aquarius to Pisces. This is where I would say you can see people's true character today based on their actions. And it may surprise you because we do have this T-square that does involve Uranus. And this may be a day where literally people who have some hidden agenda, suddenly they will be impulsed to follow it. And then the surprise is, oh wow, I never expected that person to act in this particular way, or to hurt me in some way or whatever. Besides the moon being so busily aspected, look at Pluto, look at Chiron, look at the Sun and Jupiter, look at Mars, look at the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. They are all receiving energy that is both challenging and pressure-producing and activating, as well as supportive, and those quincunxes can go with an either-or type of, is this good or is this not so good, energy. The one aspect that stands out as kind of on its own in a generally favorable way is that Venus to Mercury sextile. However, it does come down to who is using it and for what reason. We are all more likely to be kinder or more benevolent or leaning that way, and more open and accepting and tolerant of others, more willing to forgive or to think that somebody's a good person because of that sextile. But it can literally be the thing that will make you more vulnerable or will make you more trusting, or if you are generally a good person, will set you up, because we've got that Venus square to Pluto. And then Pluto in turn squares Chiron. And it really does depend upon who is utilizing that. So it is so important to monitor yourself today and question other people's motives and actions before you just blindly follow somebody else, or you believe that social media post or news article or what your relative, friend, or neighbor is telling you. If something inside you is like, wait a minute, something doesn't really sit right with me concerning this person or this information, then listen to that little voice and do your due diligence and dig further for more information, more knowledge. And then if something still isn't sitting right with you, say, I just need more time to think about this, or I'll get back to you. And maybe don't make your decision today. Don't say yes to something today until you are 100% sure and comfortable with what's being presented to you. That is mainly because we have a planet of action spending its last few hours in a sign before it moves into more rational and pragmatic Virgo. So it's finishing its run through a fixed fire sign that is much more driven to act on what the heart is saying and what the desire nature is saying. So more impulse, especially in this T-square with the moon as its shifting signs and Uranus. So we definitely have a little bit of, danger, danger. Look before you leap. And tomorrow might look and feel entirely different to you when Mars is in Virgo, and the shift occurs at about 3 a.m. So give yourself a little bit of a cool off time before you excitedly follow somebody else, or make an impulse buy, or quit your job, or break up with that person, or whatever it is that you might be impulsed to do today, especially if anybody else is somehow exerting pressure on you to do something. Give yourself a little bit of time. This is a dangerous degree, and you could do something or say something that you may wish you could take back in the days ahead. So take care, stay safe, and I'll be back again tomorrow. I hope you have a great day, and that for you, the more easygoing aspects are the dominant ones today, and that the stress or the challenges and the shadows in here don't affect you. All right, take care.